One more time, welcome to the conclave. Depending your location, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Good morning, sir.
Last week, we were able to handle this new agenda, how business works. Started it last week, and we did ownership, business ownership, part one. Today, we are continuing with that same business ownership part two. I know we're going to learn a lot, as we discuss on this meeting, and as well, usual format, usual pattern of discussion lasts for 30 minutes or thereabouts. Then open the floor for contribution, insights, and all that, please. So we need you to also bring in your own insights, your own contribution, and all that into the meeting as we flow, as we move on. Having said that, let's take off. All right. So business ownership session two has to do with going public. Going public. Last week we did the fundamental, the most basics of the business registration and all that, and we touched a number of things. So today we are going public. What does it mean to go public? Most of the business around us are yet to go public. They are doing well in what they are doing, their areas or in their sectors, in the industry in which they're operating. But most of them don't really understand what it means to go public, which is very, very important. In fact, it's when your business goes public is when you enjoy business. Yes. When your business goes public is when you understand the beauty of business. Then I'm not saying that businesses that they are not public are not doing well or enjoying the beauty of business, but there is this there is this understanding, there is this more knowledge, there is this you know getting more people into the system. One, two, having that continuous activity on the stock exchange market, is that one is business on its own, is business on its own. uh, uh, Plus or minus what the company is doing, what the business is doing. The stock exchange on its own is a business on its own. So it's like running two businesses at the same time as one. So going public is quite unique. It's quite beautiful. It's quite, it takes you that a level it puts you, that a level it places, the person or the group of persons that are running in that business. And there's also a level it places the business itself, the branding and all. It gives a fresh look, a fresh approach, and all that. Now, when business goes public as well, it also, speaks more on the business when it comes to uh, succession. Yes, it speaks more on the business, more of the business when it comes to succession. The succession plan now at that point is deliberate. Is deliberately planned that this business must, move from generation to generation at that point in time. So going public is something that every business should think of. Yes, think of it. And there are so many ways you can go public. Now, from our definition says there are uh, uh, there are legal requirements, at each stage of converting a company from private to public, including voting in the board of directors and deciding on a new name. Yes, yes. Some businesses, when they go public, the name have to change. Some still maintain their old name. So but going public is very, very important. It helps you to do a lot of things. Raising of money, it becomes easier to raise money for the business. There's a whole lot, a whole lot, a whole lot. And let's start with how to choose board members. Usually, at least three directors are chosen to allow future board decisions to be made with only two members present, representing a majority. Yes, you need to get the word forming of quorum. Yes, you must form quorum. And why do we normally use um, odd numbers, not even numbers? Yes, I know we need to discuss that as we flow. Odd numbers are very, very important. If you look at the number we have here, three. So yes, when you go for meeting, two is good. That's majority can make a decision and is binding. Now, but why we have three? When it comes to voting, you will know why we normally go for odd numbers. So this is very, very critical. Now, inform staff. Yes, number two, that must be done. The first thing is to choose directors, and we've chosen three, and we told you at least two will form the quorum. Then number two is to inform staff. Yes, you don't just wake up and move your business to PLC, go and start going public without informing the staff. Yes, so must notify in writing anyone with an interest, including employees and their proposed board members. Yes, they should know. They should know that the company intends to go public. Yes, yes. Everybody should know that this company is going in a public. It must be known to them. And number three, vote for conversion. Yes. How do we convert? How do we convert? Now, board members, held to to vote in favor of what? Changing the company's article of association. Yes, specifying private or public or company. You know what the article of company of association is? When you open the company with like in Nigeria it's called CAC. In UK it's called uh, um, company house. Yeah, so it depends on the country where you are, what they call it, but they are in charge of the function is they're in charge of business registrations of all manner, of all type, be it enterprise, limited liability, corporate, PLC, just name it, non-governmental, that's NGO and rest of them. They are non-for-profit. They are in charge of registration, company registrations. Now, these people there's where once your company is registered, there's called the article of association and all that. So they give you a certificate and all. So they there must be a board meeting, specifying, putting down in favor and change of company article and all that, which will now take to them and they will rectify. Then you now do other registrations as we flow, get to know all that. So vote for what? Conversion, very, very important. These are the third step. Then the fourth one, register company. Yes, documents setting out board resolution sent to the company registry, which I've mentioned already, which issues a certificate clearing the company is public. Very, very important. So you can move from your limited liability to the public to PLC by simply what? Getting all the necessary documents. Yes, remember, change of name, directors, voting, and all that, and then give it to your company registration company. Like UK is company house. Nigeria is called uh, 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 Corporate Affairs Commission and all that. So they're the one that will do the necessary things. Then SEC, that's stock exchange. Like Nigeria is called Security Exchange Commission. Yes. So other countries, US, you have your Wall Street and all that. Where tradings are made. Or stock exchange, commission must be registered. Yes, they'll be informed when you want to, start going into maybe sale of shares and all that. Or however, initial work to be done is to move it from your limited liability, which is maybe one person or two persons, to no PLC done at your company registration or registry. Very, very important. Then make public announcement, press releases, issued, and the event for business, held, and the email sent to inform contact of the change. Very, very important. There must be press release that this company have moved from limited to public. Yeah, we're now a public company. You can now be public, private quoted, or public. We still get into that. The people that are public, but now we are not. Their shares are not sold to the public. They don't trade every day. The people that are public, but they have their shares are privately subscribed, not publicly subscribed, but they are PLC as well. So that's a different thing altogether. Now, need to know. What do I need to know? Unquoted and unlisted companies. Yes, that's where I was going into. Another term for a private company. Yes, unquoted and unlisted company. Very, very important. Some companies are unquoted and unlisted company. It's a yes, it's not quoted. It's not in the stock exchange. It's not in the stock market. They are not opening to everybody. But people are buying the shares. You use called private placement. Private placement. That's what they use. Private placements. Now, the next one is initial public offer. Initial public offer, IPO, stock market launch. Yeah, where the first time you're doing your initial public offer. If you remember, I think that was in Nigeria. In Nigeria in 2020, that's 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, the banking sector was crazy about, we had IPO everywhere. Virtually all the banks did IPO, 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 IPO. So think about it. If you can remember very well, those that are familiar with Nigerian Stock Exchange news, IPO. Tomorrow, companies are doing IPO. IPO is simply telling the public, we want you to buy our shares, we want to become part owner of our company, and you get dividend. Simple. That's IPO. So once they do it for the first time, it's called IPO, initial public offer. Stock market launch. The first time they're coming to the stock market and making it public, no longer private, no longer private placement. Now, second stock offering is called second round sale of a shares to raise more capital. That one continues. Keep raising shares. Now, ticker symbols, your unique codes assigned to publicly traded company and used by the stock exchange. Yes, each one has its own unique code. That's what using in making in selling for those publicly traded company. Yes, I said quoted and unquoted. Now, public traded company, a company that are being traded every day. That's if you remember when I started, I said it's a business on its own. That your company is quoted and publicly traded every, on daily basis. It's a business on its own. It's a business on its own. So let's take example, Unilever. Unilever is traded every day. They are that is their business to trade, to make trade, and they're making money, so much money. So beyond the sales of product, good production, day-to-day activity at the factory, the stock exchange market is a business on its own. Let me be sincere. You can be a billionaire just by doing stock exchange. So it's encouraging your business grow to that level. Yes, it's very, very encouraging your business grows to that level. All right, so the next one is multinationals. Multinationals. Okay, I'll because of the sensitivity of this class, I'll also ask a question, so I won't forget. Please, I'm giving room for question. I know it's not type of question, but I want to give room because of sensitivity of this. I'm going to give room for this. So but that would mean I will overshoot a little on the meeting. Okay. Please, any question on this? Any question on this going public? Any question? I'm doing it because of its sensitivity. going public, going public. Any question? Any question? Any question? Can you still hear me, please? I want to be sure that you can hear what I'm saying. Confirm that
Yes,
you can
sir.
hear me. Good, 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 good.
Can hear you.
Okay.
Yes,
Can
sir.
hear you.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, all right, let's continue. Multinationals, yeah. A multinational corporation has business operations in more than one country. Yes. Once you move from one country to another country, you are now a multinational. It usually starts as a national company and set up subsidiaries, branches, companies abroad for production and sales. So once you move from your country to another country, you start asking, not you close the one in the other country and move to another country. No, what I mean, you're in one country and you expand to the next country. That is multinational. Good. Now, how it works. Multinationals have several goals. Yes, yes, several goals to increase revenue by finding new markets. That's, always finding new markets. Very, very important. To streamline operations and their production by taking advantage of global locations with lower labor. Good, 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 good. And transportation and transport costs, like what China is doing to the world today. China has one of the lowest labor, yes, lowest cost of labor. So they are using it as advantage. They're using their population as advantage and their ability to work and produce fast. So they are using it to advantage and drawing so many people into their country for production. So very, very important. And to adapt to local cultural and market differences. These are the reasons why people do multinationals. Now, a company may achieve such goals by outsourcing, yes, using external suppliers or offshore, relocating functions. Now, companies may also in-source, move operations in-house to right source, find a good balance. So, outsource using external suppliers. When I mean external suppliers, you give other people to do it for you. That means outsourcing. Yes, we want to step into China, and we don't want to start setting up facility in China. We'll just call the people that will do it for us, the people that are positioned to do such a thing for us. Please, we need so thing, provide it for us. That is outsourcing. They do it for you. Then, or call it that is outsourcing. Now, and offshoring, yes. Then relocating functions of the company. Now, then companies may also in-source by what moving operation by themselves or to right sources, then finding a good balance. So they can take any of these position. I know some of us, this is the first time we're hearing these words. Yes, outsourcing, offshoring, in-source, and right source. So they are all business terms. Yes, yes, they are all business terms you need to know. Now, number two, case study, mapping a multinational. How do we map a multinational? Let's take sportswear company Nike has successfully spread around the globe from its corporate base in the US. Now, it has manufacturing functions where technical experts maximizes efficiency and keeps costs low. Yes, it has manufacturing functions where technical expertise minimizes maximizes efficiency and keeps costs low. Distribution hubs in strategic locations and marketing and retail departments in countries where it is establishing local markets. Very, very simple. Do you understand? It's got its manufacturing function where technical expertise maximizes efficiency and keep costs down. Yes, I've given us example. China is a hub for manufacturing globally. Yes, they are one of the global hubs for manufacturing. Then, like what Nike did, they manufacture, they distribute, and they find a way to flow with the locals. Example, remember in a sportswear, because people love sports, they will come and partner with your team. They look for a team or sports that are, the sports that are doing well or predominant sports in your country or locality or region. They partner with them, sponsor them, then they wear their jersey. Yes, they will sponsor them, they will wear their jersey, and that's all. Then with that, they start making money. And they look for the big, the legends, They will wear their jersey, they will wear their shoes and all that. I think it's Pele, it was Pele that did one advert for them. And that advert was what, separated Nike from other, sportswear companies. Yes. I think it's Pele that did. I will get the full gist of that story. The company was owned by two brothers and all that, and we are, uh, yeah, two different. Okay, one person owns a sportswear, another person owns another sportswear. But I've forgotten the full. But the gist is that Pele, I think it's Pele, yes, or so, did as if his lace was off. And the cameramen were also told it was a plan. So as it was in the field already, the whole world was watching the ball. He stopped the play for him to tie his. He told the referee to stop the match, let him tie his lace. As he was trying to tie his lace, the camera beamed bam on Nike's logo. That was it. Markets everywhere, everybody start buying and all that. So, but before then, they've already positioned themselves to be available on every part of, in your location. So once really that thing happened, Nike was selling at every part of the world. Very, very important. United Kingdom, London, one of many countries headquarters in major European cities. The London office serves the UK market. Yeah, regional headquarter management and core admission function, marketing UK campaigns and the merchandise. So UK is they're in US, they're in UK, United States, Beaverton, Oregon. Senior management is located at the company's corporate base or campus. It's center for decision making on global strategy, design, marketing, and the core functions. Facility of Nike's subsidiary Air Manufacturing Innovation. Yes, you can imagine that. Air Manufacturing Innovation, yeah, AMR, as which develops and supplies materials, are here as well as the St. Charles Moser. So these are how they moved internationally. Now, we're discussing multinational. Then regional headquarters, operations for America, Asia Pacific, and the US. World headquarters, management, finance, legal, IT, and admin. I'm just giving you how they shared their region. R&D, Research and Development, Sports Research Lab, and the Design Facility. That's at the global headquarters. Global marketing, branding and the marketing. Supplier, subsidiaries, AMI, develops and supplies materials. Then another one, Memphis, and that's another area, Memphis and the Tennessee's distribution. 4 high-tech centers in locations with good link. Other centers in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Dalton, Tennessee. You can imagine. Now, the Netherlands, Helvens, based in a central location, and European headquarters supports operations across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, and is close to the company's European distribution hub in Belgium. Now, so European headquarter management, finance, legal, IT, admin, distribution, Europe logistics center based in Lagdal, Belgium. Then China, Shanghai, the company's fastest growing market. China is also a manufacturing and distribution base due to local expertise and low production costs. I told us that most companies go. So that Nike has their China headquarter base as in China for production because of what? Extras and low production costs. Then Chinese headquarter operations and the core support functions, marketing, marketing, manufacturing, and the distribution. You understand how they distributed their then Japan and North and South Korea. That's their major company owned distribution center. That's what distribution then hubs for retail stores across Asia. Then Vietnam, that's also home for facility of Nike's AMI subsidiary, which supplies materials. Most manufacturing is carried out by contract from factories in Vietnam and Cambodia, benefiting from expertise and lower wages. The supplies subsidiary AM subsidiary materials for factories, the manufacturing sites in several countries. Rest of the world, multiple locations, Nikron's international branch offices and subsidiaries in around 50 countries, as well as 1,000 retail stores and 45 digital commercial platforms across the globe. Regional headquarters, core operations and the marketing, retail, online sales, stores around the world. Why am I taking time to break down all this? Global versus multinational. Good. A global company has facilities in different countries, but operate as a single corporate culture with common processes. Yes. A multinational has facilities in different countries, but each function as its own entity, adapting locally with little communication between geographical divisions. So you know the difference between global and the multinational. Good. So global. Apple is an example of a global company. The product is essentially the same except for a language change. Then multinational. McDonald's is a multinational. The product changes to suit the market. For example, it serves a shrimp burger in Japan and a chicken rice or porridge in Malaysia. So that's the difference. That's the difference. Now, need to know transnational corporation similar to a multinational, but does not identify itself with any particular parent nation. Yes. Now, platform corporations, multinationals that do not manufacture but outsource products they have designs. Now, number six, franchises. That's one area I want us to touch. I know my time is a little bit fast. I've gone a little bit. We didn't start. Yeah. So let me rush it. A franchise is a business model in which an independent entity, that's the franchisee, is entitled to set up a branch of an established branch. There are advantages. There are advantages for both parties. How it works, rather than developing an original business idea, the franchisee pays for the right to represent an existing successful brand in a particular location. The size of a franchise can vary from a single unit or one outlet only to an area development in which the franchisee takes on the option to represent the brand through several branches in a city or region. Then the franchisor can develop the business with modest capital outlay, while the franchisee takes on a proven business model and brand name. Now, so everyone reaps the benefits. Yes, needs to know franchise disclosure document, very, very important. FDD, very, very important. Pre-agreement information, yes. This helps you to know exactly what you must do, what you must not do as a franchisee. Now, micro franchising, support and training for small scale business in the developing world. Now, we dealt with this more in our MBA class. Yes, we dealt so much about franchise in our MBA class, detailed. Now, International Franchise Association, oldest and largest franchise organization. I put the hamburger on the assembly line. Yes, yes, yes. That's McDonald's. McDonald's is one of the biggest example of when it comes to franchise, one of the biggest example. Then another franchise that we know especially in Africa, Nigeria, Africa, is KFC. Yes, KFC. KFC is almost everywhere. KFC is a beautiful franchise business that have worked as well across Africa. Yes. So these are franchise examples. The three types of franchise the franchisor's level of control varies from managing the contracts for the entire supply chain to input on every detail down to the last French fry. Yes, in a product franchise, the franchisor lends its trademark and the brand, but not an entire business. Yes. Now, manufacturing franchise, say a company that manufactures a specific range of products grants retailers or franchisee the right to distribute its products and use its brand name and trademark. For example, beverage makers sell syrups to the franchisee who then bottles the drink. Yes, we know this. Those are informatical. It happens a lot. Now, product franchise. Now, this is a supplier-dealer relationship in which the franchisee sells the franchisor's product. Example includes tires, cars, and gas. Michelin is a typical example for those of us that still remember Michelin and Dunlop. Good. Now, business format franchise, the most common type. This has high input from the franchisor, including brand name and the trademark, training, store identity, marketing plan, and company culture. The franchisee buys supplies from the franchisor and pays fees and royalty. Fast food outlets are typical business format franchisee. That's KFC. Will giving you example of KFC. Okay. Okay. So I think we get this. Now, top 10 fast growing franchises worldwide. Since 2021, they're into real estate property, KFC fast food outlet, Circle K convenience store, Jampro commercial cleaning, McDonald's fast food outlets, Taco Bell fast food outlet, 11 convenience store, F45 training fitness, Stratos building solution, commercial cleaning, Anytime fitness gyms. So you can make your own inquiries. Now, case studies, business format franchise, fast food outlets. Under case studies, I think I've mentioned a whole lot already, but because of time, I wouldn't go deep into it. So that I will allow us, if there's time, I'll still come back to it. Because when you get the material, you can go through it. I just touched a little and I'll stop. The business format franchise, in which a franchisee takes on a whole blueprint for running the business as well as the product itself, was pioneered in the US in the 1940s. Fast food outlets were a new concept at the time, and we are generating great demand. So they have to expand. The McDonald's of this world and the rest of it. So when you get this material, you can go through this. You can go through this. Yes, McDonald's of this world, how they moved, collecting a 4% service fee, and from there, the different franchise worldwide and all that. So go through it to make you to read. Not for profit, very, very important. Companies that are not for profit, some organizations are run not for profit of shareholders, both for the benefit of their members or an internal community and collectors, NGOs and the rest of them. Example, they will set up a company, they are making money, but the money they're making, they are not giving to shareholders. They're using it for the community and all that. 8.6% of all wages and salaries paid in the US come from non-for-profit sector. That's what is reigning now, not just US, even UK. Most of the companies are doing non-for-profit now. So, and it will help them to, but one thing I know about this is that they use it for community work, community development, and all that. Most companies are non for profit. So when you get the money, you see how it works. Yes. You see how it works. You see how it works. I will allow with this when you get the material, you go through it. Private foundation, social organizations, these are all non-for-profit. Yes, co-cooperatives, private foundation, social non-for-profit, non-government organizations, mutuals, they are all chamber of commerce, social enterprise, they are all charities, they are all non-for-profit, thriving sectors. Yeah, despite being NPO, many cooperatives and mutuals have a sizable annual return. Yes, example of them, France, Germany, and all that. They are all Japan, US, Korea, UK, Spain. All these are non-for-profit, and these are annual returns, making so much money. Need to know. So, philanthropic sector, charity, these are people that are into all this. Now, not-for-profit structure. These are the structure: the chair, board of directors, committee, then administration. All right. Stopping here. So ask your questions, then contributions. Let's discuss. We have very few minutes to do that before finally say thank you to everyone. So please, your contribution, your contribution, your contribution. Who is taking the first step? Who is taking the first step, please? We don't have all the time.
Mine is a question. Good morning.
Morning, sir. You're welcome, sir.
So I was trying to, when we're doing the difference between global and multinational,
Oh, beautiful.
I was trying to get it very well to
Yes, sir.
understand the difference.
Yes, sir.
So, but it was fast. So
I'll
just to
go.
put it to heart.
Okay.
But when you now said you're going to share the materials, so I think I will get it from there. But I just,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a question.
Yes, yes. Yes. Let me touch it. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. The reality that most of these uh terms, the only time we'll hear them is when you're involved in boardroom meeting, when you're involved in a high tech, high, you know, level management sessions. But thank God we are bringing it up now. Um, the like I said always, most times global versus multinational. Now, a global company has facilities in different countries, but operates as a single corporate culture with common processes. Yes, they are everywhere. But the way the company is run from one place and maintain that culture across the people that is doing this thing more currently as we speak is Chinese. Yes, Chinese restaurants. Chinese restaurants. They will come to your country. They will sell their food. They will run as Chinese restaurants. Now your people will now want to go and test their food. So it's a global company, not a multinational. Chinese restaurant is a typical example of global companies. They will come, they will maintain their culture, they will maintain everything about them. So it now becomes a market differentiation from what you have local in your place. Japanese do that also. I know when you get a place like Lagos and Abuja, you will see companies that are more of how do I they want, I want to eat, you see, like Malaysian kitchen, this kitchen. Now Nigerians also do that, especially the eastern part of Nigeria, the Igbos. When you go outside Nigeria, you will see Igbo markets, you will see Igbo restaurants. Now, the same way it's done here in Nigeria, the eastern part of Nigeria, you will see them operate the same way in US and China. in Japan, in UK, in Germany. They are global company. So that woman that sells restaurant here in Nigeria can have a restaurant in UK, have a restaurant in Germany, have a restaurant in Malaysia, have a restaurant in Japan, have a restaurant in China, maintaining the same cooking, the same, no, nothing has changed. Egusi is egusi, ede is ede, ora is ora, everything the same cooking, the same pattern, nothing changed. Maintaining the culture from here. That is global company. That's a global company. That's a global company. The same process. And at this point, the people over there, the Igbo people over there, the Nigerian people over there will patronize that food. Then the people in Asia will wake up one day and say, they'll be eating their normal food. They'll say, no, let's go to this kitchen. Let's go to this Nigeria kitchen. And when they come to Nigeria, they now know that in Nigeria we have diverse cultures. That this one is from the East. And they want to taste our gari. They want to eat our fufu. They want to eat our egusi. They want to eat the okra, the ora soup, the obono soup, and the rest of it. Some will say, okay, we want to eat the tuwo and the amala and all that. Some even combine it. Yes, some Nigerian kitchen combine both the East, the North, and the South. They combine the food. So that is being global. That's being global. Now, a multinational has facilities in different countries, the same way the other one has, but each function as its own entity, adapting locally and with little communication between geographical divisions. Yes, they adapt locally. Example, what MTN did to us. MTN came into Nigeria. MultiChoice also the same thing. They came over there in South Africa. MTN was doing per second billing. They refused to do per second billing in Nigeria. Not until Glo, which is indigenous, broke that. So MTN milked Nigerians so much. You make a call, 30 seconds, they charge you for 1 minute. That was milking. It was Glo that broke that. The same thing they're doing in MultiChoice, that's the DSTV and the rest of it. You should be able to, it should pay as you view. That's what they are doing in South Africa, which is the original originating country. Why wouldn't they do it here? Do you understand? When you're not viewing it, you stop the card from running. Like what we're doing in the with our light. When you're not using your light, you remove your card. It will stop. So you can recharge over time and use as you want. But here, once you recharge, 1 month is gone, whether view or not viewing. So they will come into your place. They came to Nigeria and adopted a different pattern to adopt that to suit their business approach and the locals what they want to achieve. Remember, their focus is making money. So that does it. Some will come. Let me use some other companies will come. They will adopt your local arrangement. Like DSTV, I'll use them. They will come into your country. They won't be showing you what's happening in their country. They will come and adopt like our local movies and all that. They adopt what you need, what you do around you locally. So promote your culture and all that. So that's it. That's the difference between global and the multinational. That's the major difference between the two of them. So like we use Apple as an example. Apple adopts your global, like Apple in China, Apple in this, Apple in that. Apple is global. Apple is Apple everywhere. Apple is Apple. Do you understand? Except for language change, Apple is Apple everywhere. And that's their own uniqueness. Whereas McDonald's is multinational. McDonald's adopts your local environment immediately. Immediately they step in, they adopt immediately. So these are two examples, and plus other ones I've given to us. I hope this is clearer, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. More questions, please. Contributions. I want contributions. I want questions so I can drive this home, please. There are areas we may not have touched. We want more contribution to drive it home, please. Contributions, questions. Contributions, questions, please.
For me, I think MTN now. I'm sorry,
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
yeah. MTN now adopt the franchise that some of these stores, MTN stores, you see,
Yeah.
they are franchise. They are not some because initially when they came in and they saw that this time there is a kind of riot in South Africa, we start hitting on the stores. So they now adopted the franchise, all these stores. So when there is riot and you go into any MTN office to destroy, you are destroying Nigerian property. So it's not affecting them. So what the products, the airtime, the data you buy is what they are giving to us. But the structure, all the stores, even I think the what's it called? This their
the mass.
The mass.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
it's owned by indigenes now.
Yes.
Wow.
So they will only pay for maybe the land or where is located, but so when you vandalize all these things, they are no more in danger or this. So I think that's where they are going.
Wow, that's good. That's very, very good. That's very, very good. That's very good. Now, we understand this. So they looked at what the terrain looks like and made that changes. So they adopted multinational and franchise. They adopted multinational and franchise approach. So they are multinational. They are also franchising at the same time. That's very, very good. That's very, very good. That's very, very, especially for Nigeria. Okay, that's very good. Okay, let's go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
And good morning, class. Sorry, I joined late, but what you explained about DSTV and all this TV, whatever, it really struck me. If we know, as in, I believe a reasonable, maybe the people that are top or something, I know really what they are doing to the nation. And how come everybody is quiet about it?
Okay.
As in, if you recharge, whether you view the station, if you don't view, or your money just goes like that, and you still have to recharge again.
Yeah.
Is it not an issue that should be discussed, as in maybe within the people that are really in charge of Nigeria, and then the economic aspects, then make them, force them. There should be laws that should guide them, some of these operations, so that they will not be making Nigerians like that.
Okay, I'll
I
give
don't
you.
know, it's just my view,
Yes.
but the thing is really painful because
Yeah.
I know I've experienced this many times. If you recharge, you are so busy, you cannot watch and all those things, and at the end you go another month, you go again without even viewing for even a day or 2 days.
Yes.
So I don't know.
I'll give you a typical example. For those of us in Nigeria, you remember the power sector have been was decentralized, where states governments can control the power sector in their states. Now, Enugu State is one of the states in Nigeria, is in the east, and it came up recently to reduce the tariff for band A. It's 200 and something naira. They're now brought it down to 100 and something naira, and the one of the parties in power generation in Nigeria at the national level came up and said that everybody should disregard whatever Enugu state government. Remember, it's a full state government with all the powers given to them. Disregard whatever they are saying. Now that fight, front and back, is as a result of what? Remember, reduction in power in buying electricity bill is to the benefit of the masses. But maintaining that price to the masses is not beneficial to them for band A. However, the balance is this. These things are investors speaking. When an investor puts in his or her money, what they're interested is the profit. Profit, profit, and profit. That's a capitalist environment. And we're discussing business. So these men and women invested their money and they are ready to make more money. So when you talk about reducing the tariff, these are powers that be. So back to MTN, like Sir Arinze said earlier. Sir Arinze made it to understand that these businesses are owned by our people. You remember the first chairman of MTN is an Igbo man, Sir Pascal Dozie. So there are investors, and no company comes into Nigeria just like that. There are interests, there are investors from us, and these are the powers that be. So the people that are meant to talk about are the investors. So the more money those companies makes, the more money for them. So who will not talk about it? So that's the reality we are facing. So the people you're hoping to talk on your behalf are the ones that owns the company.
Benefiting from it.
Beautiful. So they are taking advantage of the number. So what I usually tell people personally when it comes to things like this is that Nigeria is a capitalist environment, because this is Nigeria exam case study we're doing now. If you're in Nigeria, do business in Nigeria, create your own product, increase your price. So as MTN and MultiChoice is taking money from you, you're also making your money from somewhere else to have a balance. Else, you will go down to the, below the poverty line. It's as simple as that. Or you stop subscribing. It's as simple as that. So, but if you must use their services, create a source of income for yourself that you can also have the power to increase your own price. So as you're getting from here, you're giving out from here, the difference becomes for you. That's what I always tell people. It's as simple as that. So I think that gives us a balance.
Honestly, it's really painful.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, but I don't want us to be emotional about it. I want us to be business-minded about it. So let that inspire you to create value that those people in power will also buy. As they buy your value, you give them at a higher rate, give them at premium, they pay because they have the money, they pay at premium. So from the money they are paying you, you're subsidizing what you're also buying from them, and you're good to go. All right, I think on this note, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, dear. So I think on this note, we'll be stopping the conclave for today. And I want to say thank you to every one of us. I believe we've learned one or two things. I just want to give one person just take home, one take home. I will not go with that take home, just one take home. Who is the first person here? One take home, and we are good to go. What's your take home? What are you applying for the week? What take home for what we've done today, please? Just one person. One person, one take home, one take home. We are 1 minute here. Okay, go ahead,
In
man.
business, you need to okay, so you need to be do I say strong-minded. The emotion does not have anything to do with business.
Yes.
As
Yes.
in, if not, you can never make it because you keep on cutting the prices and all those things just to make it into people. And then another thing is this multinational and then regional.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that somebody asked the question
It's
and the
a good thing.
explanation. Really, I didn't know the difference. I used to take it that national is regional, but now that you've clarified that
The
as
global.
a national global, yes, sir, that global has to do with the person doing the business as it is in UK, in US, the way it is being operated in Nigeria, while multinational has to blend with the culture of the people and the scenario, the circumstances within the business,
Yes.
depending on the different countries.
Appreciate
So
it.
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. On this note, I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you again
Thank you.
same time next week. Please, by next week, share this. There's a platform where people can join us for a reminder. Encourage others to join us as we flow in this all important sections. In September, we're going to have a full day section in one of the Saturdays in September. I will show us that. I'll start doing that from first week in August. So please, you are getting ready for it. A full day session from morning to evening. It will be a Saturday. 3 different sections on a Saturday. Please start getting ready for that. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay, online sessions.
Yes, an
Thank you.
online session. You're going to be a full day. Yes. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you and thank you. God bless
Have
you.
a
Thank-
blessed day and blessed week.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, sir.